What would you lose if jealousy became your kingdom? In a palace built of mirrors and gilded lies, a young woman named Mina found a love as pure as sunlight. Her smile, a gentle warmth, was only for Arman, a young man with hope in his eyes and a heart full of devotion. Their laughter echoed through sunlit gardens, a perfect melody of joy. They shared quiet moments, their hands finding each other, weaving a future from simple, tender promises. Their world was golden, soft, and safe. But from the shadows, another watched. Samir, a man with sharp features. Their world was golden, soft, and safe, heart cloaked in envy. He saw their happiness not as something beautiful, but as something he was denied. He stood on cold, blue-toned balconies, his fists clenched, watching their love blossom. For him, every shared glance between them was a spark that ignited a fire of resentment inside him. He didn't want to find his own light. He wanted to extinguish theirs. The envy began to fester, twisting into a plan. One day, with practiced stealth, Samir slipped a forged letter into Arman's coat. It was a letter full of false affections for another. Later, with feigned surprise, he discovered it, holding it out for Mina to see. The words, crafted by his own hand, became a blade that pierced her trust. We see the ink on the page, then the shock on her face, then a wicked, triumphant smirk on Samir's as he watches her world crumble. But his poison was not yet spent. He needed to be certain. Samir hired an actress, staging a scene of betrayal. He arranged it perfectly, ensuring Mina would walk by at the exact moment Arman appeared to be leaving another woman's room. Her gasp was a sound of heartbreak. A door slammed shut on Arman's desperate pleas. "I trusted you," she whispered, her voice breaking. The world, once so warm and golden, bled into cold, desaturated grays. The final blow was public and brutal. Samir whispered venomous rumors to Mina's family, painting Arman as a dishonorable traitor. At a family dinner, what should have been a celebration became a trial. Stares and whispers filled the grand hall. Mina's parents, swayed by the lies, publicly shamed Arman, forbidding the marriage and casting him out. As Arman was forced away defeated, Samir watched. But the victory felt hollow, leaving a cold, empty space where his satisfaction should have been. Months turned into a blur of sorrow. The joy that once made Arman so vibrant was gone, replaced by a deep sickness of the spirit that soon consumed his body. He grew pale, his energy faded, and a persistent cough racked his frame. Mina, consumed by a gnawing regret, learned of his illness. She visited him, her heart aching with what she had thrown away. But some things, once broken, cannot be mended. The trust was gone, the love buried under layers of suspicion and pain. Samir, now the master of his silent palace, was utterly alone, his footsteps echoing in the empty halls he had fought so hard to possess. One day, the weak sunlight filtered into a sterile room where Arman drew his last breath. At the funeral, under a pale, indifferent sky, Mina wept for the love they lost, Samir arrived too late and saw her tears. In that moment, the mirrors of his palace shattered in his mind. Quick flashes of his sabotage played before his eyes. The forged letter, the staged betrayal, the whispered lies. The full weight of his actions crashed down upon him. He looked at what he had done, at the lives he had ruined. He finally understood. "I thought I wanted her," he whispered to the empty air, "but I destroyed everything." Now he stands alone before a cold stone grave. The master of nothing. The grand palace of jealousy is a tomb, its gilded halls echoing with the ghost of a love he murdered. Jealousy is a kingdom of one. It promises power but gives only solitude. It builds walls not to protect you but to imprison you. It destroys everything that love builds, leaving only dust and regret. Before you let envy be your ruler, ask yourself what you are willing to lose. Choose to speak. Choose to trust. For in the end, the only thing jealousy conquers is your own heart. Thank you for watching. One last page. If this story resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more tales that explore the depths of the human heart.